Alright, so I equipped that Mark 22 and the cardboard box. Also, you want to get this guy's ammo if you need it. I think that this one should be a Moles in the Gaunt ammo, I think. Yes, times 10 of that. You definitely need to refill on that because we used it for the last boss fight. When you headshot him, the suspect would be looking at his buddy, so they won't see you through the cardboard box when they do that because they're focused on their friend. Just go around this guy like this and we can get inside here. Okay, it's easier to do this if you hold the R3 button in. Throw your smoke grenade from here. Take out the Mark 22. Do a couple shots like that. This should be the easiest way to get him without any trigger of the caution. Just like that. Look at that, no trigger of the caution. And we can get him and drag him to the cutscene. So that's gonna be way back here. Equip Raiden's mask, and we now have access to Raikov's uniform, so make sure that you equip that as well so that we can look like Raikov. Now nobody will notice us, and we're free to do whatever we want. So the first thing we're going to do is get all the Kerotans now that we're free. There's an item under here. You guys can grab this. It's a hand cur bullet if you guys want that. I'm not going to grab all the items just because we've already grabbed every item in here at least once, except for the new submachine gun, which is a Scorpion. So I'm going to show you guys where that is at least. All the other items are easy to find, and like I said, we've already acquired them at least one time. So here's a Scorpion back here. It's a submachine gun, like I said. There's another item up here if you guys want this bullet. I'm pretty much full on all the bullets, so I can't really grab it. Oh, there's the Mark 22 bullets. That's going to be a useful one that you guys can grab. But there is one particular item that I want to grab. And it's going to be more cigar ammo. So we're going to need that now that we're in Raikov's uniform. So we're just going to go inside the scientist room here. And it should be right under here. 6 spray times 5. It's not much, but it's alright. Just make sure you don't waste them. In fact, we're actually going to equip it right now. We have 14 out of 15, so we're pretty much full on it anyways. And you'll see the first Kerotan up here, so we can't shoot with Raikov's uniform on. So just go really quickly, transform into Naked Snake. Take out your M19 and shoot it. Once you shoot it, re-equip the officer uniform. And that way nobody will suspect anything. Alright, so there's one Kerotan. And like I said, now that we have the Raikov uniform, we're free to explore everywhere without any trouble at all, so this is going to be extremely easy to pull off. This is northeast. So for this, what we want to do is go under here.
Sir.
There's a food stash here. We're full on food, but I'm gonna eat something anyway because we're getting kind of hungry, so our aim's gonna be bad. So I'm just gonna eat some Russian rations. Okay, there we go. We can grab all this stuff back. Oh, yeah, I need the calorie meat instead. I'm gonna deposit. Actually, we can make room by depositing some of this bad meat now that we have. There we go. Because this meat doesn't go, this stuff doesn't go bad, so we definitely want to store up on that food, as opposed to the stuff that goes bad. Anyways, we want to go down here now, because there's going to be another Kerotan under here. So once we get under here, you want to switch over to a different uniform, so that we can shoot the Kerotan. So I'm just going to switch over to Naked Snake really quickly. And I'm just going to fast forward this. Once you get to this part, make a right turn. And there it is. Take out your M19. And shoot it. Re-equip the officer uniform. Once you get to this part, now we just get up. And as you've seen, the area change, we're in southeast now. So that means we have to get a new Kerotan here. And that's going to be up these stairs on top of the roof in a corner. I might be able to punch it, maybe. No, I can't climb on top of there, so we're going to have to shoot this one. So equip your splitter. This is going to make it harder for them to see you. Equip the M19. Shoot the Kerotan. Re-equip the officer uniform. And that's all for this area. We're done here. Now there should be a cardboard box around this corner. And I believe we still have to enter the torture room and grab the camera. So we're going to do that now. So that's going to be right through these doors here. Just make a left turn.
Sir.
There's the Kerotan in here. Camera is right here. Change to Naked Snake really quick. Equip the M19. Shoot it. Back to officer. We can see what this guy has really quickly. M19. And the stip tip. There should be a lot of items that you guys can just go around and find and collect if you want. Some are under the bed,
Sir.
I believe.
Sir.
I could knock that guy out and see what he has as well, but I'm not gonna bother. You can go through here. There should be items in here for sure. So there's a bunch of stuff in here. Anyways, I'm gonna leave this area. Alright, so there's a torture room, Kerotan acquired. We got 2 from the other areas already. So we're almost done here. Let's crawl through here. Equip the 6-spray, because we're going to work on getting the southwest one, I think that's what's called. Alright, we can see what they have. Nothing. Do the same thing for this guy. So our food is getting low. We're getting hungry again. We just grabbed a ration. Let's go eat that ration. Equip Naked Snake and the M19. Here's the Kerotan right through here. Re-equip the officer uniform as usual. And on to the next area. That should be... what is... two? Yeah, this one here, I believe.
Sir.
Watch out for the dogs. I think if you get too close to them, they can sniff you. And they can see that you're... they can sense that you aren't the real Rykov or whatever. Because they do catch you, the dogs. There's a Kerotan right up here, I think. Or am I thinking... no, I think I have a different light pulse. Anyways, there's one right on top of these stairs. So we should get that one. I'm just making sure that... okay. I might have to take these guys out just to make sure that I don't get caught. Because I'm not gonna risk it. You have this guy here as well. Alright, there. That should be okay. Let's go naked. Equip M19. And officer. There's the dog, watch out. There's also another food bank up there, I believe. You guys can get more food supplies in the storage. But we've pretty much covered out the Kerotans now, so we can leave this area. And we'll go right through here. There's also a truck back there. You can also use a cardboard box and it'll bring you right back inside here as well. But we're already close to it anyway, so... there's an item in there. I think it's a magazine. That's all that's in there. Okay, we gotta be careful in here. We have to get the Kerotan. We have to snipe it. So we're gonna have to put on... I recommend just using the spider uniform. It's gonna be harder to spot you. And we're not gonna be here for very long to shoot the Kerotan. We automatically get 80% from this, so... there's a Kerotan right up here. I guess it doesn't spawn until you get in here, which is weird. We can use the SVD to shoot it. And then immediately re-equip your officer uniform. And I'm also going to eat some food. I'm going to eat a ration. And another one. Alright, let's leave the area.
This is HQ. What's going on?
Go back in. And we should be okay.
Sir.
Here it is.
You can count on me. What about the philosopher's legacy?
I don't know anything about that. What are you? Are you trying to kill me?
What's the matter?
I know nothing, I swear it. No one but the Colonel knows of the legacy.
I see.
No, don't! Oh. Who's there? You're the man from the CIA. What are you doing here?
I told you before, didn't I? I'm going to get you out of here.
A man of honor, just like your commander. But I'm afraid you're too late.
Too late? Don't tell me. The Shagohods.
Exactly. The final preparations for Phase 2 are complete.
Sokolov, what exactly is Phase 2?
To put it in technical terms, it's a composite range extension system for medium-range ballistic missiles. The Shagohod was originally designed as a tank that could launch nuclear missiles from any type of terrain. There was just one problem we couldn't figure out how to solve. The ICBMs we have today are simply too big for the Shagohod to carry. But the military would not hear of it. They demanded a weapon that could launch a nuclear missile directly into the American homeland. That is when I came up with the idea for Phase 2.
But there's no way you could load an ICBM onto the Shagohod. So how'd you do it?
By accelerating the Shagohod itself.
Accelerating it?
In Phase 2, a rocket booster unit is attached to the frame of the Shagohod. The unit incorporates the same technology used in the Vostok rocket that sent Major Gagarin into space. Using this booster, the Shagohod can achieve a land speed of over 300 miles per hour.
That monster can go more than 300 miles per hour?
Yes. And from this state of accelerated motion, it launches a nuclear missile.
So, the Shagohod acts like the first stage of a rocket.
Yes, precisely. The range of the missile launched by the Shagohod thus increases from 2,500 miles to 6,000 miles.
6,000 miles? That's enough to strike anywhere in the United States.
Not only that, with the Shagohod, there's no need to construct giant silos like the ones used to house ICBMs. All you need is a runway about 3 miles in length, or its equivalent. And you can launch a thermonuclear strike against any location in the United States from anywhere in the Soviet Union. It cannot be detected by spy planes or satellites. It's a mobile fortress capable of deploying in secret and launching its payload at any time.
A weapon from hell.
A completed prototype now sits in the hangar. At present, it is the only one of its kind. But Volkin is planning to mass produce them based on that prototype.
And deploy them all over the Soviet Union.
Yes, and that's not the end of it. He's going to ship them to Eastern Europe, to Asia, to all the countries of the Eastern Bloc. Even worse, he intends to use the Shagohod as bait to foment armed uprisings among dictators, ethnic insurgents, and revolutionary groups throughout the Third World. His funds are nearly limitless. He could start mass production tomorrow if he wanted. The reason that tensions between East and West have settled into a Cold War is because each side fears the other's power. Deterrence. The idea of using threats to keep one's enemy in check is the perfect word to sum up this state of affairs. But The Shagohod goes far beyond the level of threat. It will render the concept of deterrence utterly meaningless. If such a weapon is unleashed on the world, it will not be long before all nations are engulfed in conflict. The Cold War will end, and the entire planet will be consumed by the fires of war. Vulcan and the Shagohod will be at the center of it all. So you see, it's already too late.
No, it's not too late.
What do you mean?
We've still got a chance. All we have to do is destroy the prototype and the whole facility before they can mass produce it.
But
Just tell me what I need to do to destroy this place.
all right. The liquid fuel used in the rocket engine is stored in a tank. If you can blow it up somehow, some C3 ought to be enough to blow the entire hangar to smithereens.
C3? You mean that cutting-edge plastic explosive?
It could be molded into any shape. The bomb of the future.
Where can I get it?
There was some in the armory here, but it's gone now. It was stolen by a female spy who was here a minute ago.
Eva?
No, that's not her name. Her name is Tatiana. She made her way in here by becoming Vulcan's lover.
I thought she was your lover.
Mine? Oh no, she is Vulcan's lover. This is my lover.
Who are they?
My wife and daughter. They're in America.
Now I remember. Your family is in the custody of the CIA. How long has Tatiana been here?
Only a few weeks.
A few days before the Virtuous mission, then.
She said that Khrushchev sent her.
What did you just give her?
All of the experimental data for the Shagohod. Please, it is essential that you destroy the Shagohod.
I will, but first I've got to get you to safety.
No, I'm not going.
My mission is to rescue you.
Leave me.
Sokolov!
Khrushchev has abandoned me. I cannot return to my country. I would most certainly be sent to the gulags.
What about the US?
Yes, I once thought of that. My family's waiting for me there. But even if I fled to the United States, I would once again find myself creating weapons of mass murder. In the end, it doesn't matter where I go. I am still a weapons scientist. To be honest with you, I'm tired. Every day I help create things that should never be used, things that should never have existed in the first place. Every day, without sleep. Without a word of praise from others. And my creations do not even benefit mankind. They are merely the tools of politicians. All I wanted to do was build space rockets. But it was not to be. The space race between America and Russia became the prey of politicians. The space race and the arms race are one and the same. Missiles, rockets, what's the difference? Scientists are always being used. Please, watch over my family.
Major, what are you doing here?
I've been waiting for you in my room. Who are you? Don't play dumb with me. If you think you can fool me, you're sorely mistaken. I know the Major better than anyone else. I come here looking for Tatiana, and what should I find? But a greasy freebooter.
What is this fairy disguise? It's gonna rub off on you. And then you'll lose sight of who you really are. Stay out of this!
I see why they call you the boss. What was that? Some kind of judo?
No, it's called CQC, a basic form of close quarters combat. He and I developed it together.
Splendid. I'll take it from here.
Are you going to kill him?
Of course. But first, I will make him pay for hurting Ivan.